I've had my ups and downs, my fair share of bumpy roads and heavy winds. That's what made me what I am today. Now I stand here before you. What you see is a body crafted to perfection, a pair of legs engineered to defy the laws of physics, and a mindset to master the most epic of splits.
Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows? Only time. And who can say if your love grows as your heart shows? Only time.
Everybody, please get on the ark!
Time to stop playing.
What I tell you? Fine, it's over.
Hey, Ahab, this is it?
It would appear.
Get on the ark! Everyone on the ark now!
I think we should get on the ark. I agree. I think we should get on the ark also.
I'm cold, I'm wet, I'm going home.
Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. Fly
Okay, hello everybody. Been a long time no see, right? Is the mic still working? Great. Who is here? 01, hello, Jenny is here, Luke is here, hi. Good. So, yeah, a nice intro, right? I wanted to share my body snares. Bullish CVD, yeah. I reckon that we're gonna talk about it. So, I think we have some pretty great months ahead of us. I'm pretty confident about it. I've not been since quite a while, to be honest. We're gonna, try to see what we can read. And before I start to talk about this, I just wanted to, mention what I kind of whined a bit on Twitter the other day, trying to post some stuff, interesting one, hopefully, and potentially good trade, at least for that one. I asked for 10 retweets and comments to motivate me to go live. We reached it today. It's not something I like to do, asking for likes and tweeting, etc. I always forget to do it during the live stream. It's the same. If you appreciate it, just like, and for the tweets, it's kind of the same. No, I don't mind if you don't like it. You not like it, but if you want me to keep doing this stuff, well, that would be appreciated, because otherwise, if you, the like are good, but Twitter really look at the comments and retweets, repost that log here to share stuff, because otherwise, I had tweets before that was just seen by nobody. A bit more here, but 100 people when I should have more than that in followers. And private was even worse. So, I'm not going to ask it every time. Maybe I will do that in an intro. But it will be greatly appreciated if you can just, when you appreciate the stuff, retweet them. It helps to reach all the people, Anyway, that said, there is quite a few stuff to talk about, especially since the last live stream. I'm not going to talk about everything, but I was majorly focused on the anchor VWAP from the high here, from the aggregated spot chart, right? That's why 32K was extremely important to me, and say, if we go above that, basically we are in a bull market. It's also a very obvious SF flip level, which makes this a very compelling accumulation structure, right? And we are back into the previous range, basically. And now we are also back at where, people are in profit mostly as well. The average person, Bitcoin buyer, is in profit now. At least the one that is not losing everything trying to trade on derivative, right? So yeah, for me, it's gonna remain extremely bullish biased until and unless we'll lose the 42K, basically. And that gonna, because if we do so, well, obviously this become a bull trap. If we start to lose that and we can back inside previous range, so we can look at liquidity below, but in that case, would maybe even be more bearish than that. And we will broke as well the kind of schematic I shared. I think right in time, just prior from breakout. I don't know. I saw that stuff like really clearly all of a sudden, and I think it's playing greatly so far. I'm not gonna spend too much time, because that's already what I talked about during the last video, right? But in terms of event, either impulsive or corrective, black swan event, here the banking crisis, etc. The kind of bar pattern here, slow consolidation, and now we are entering into an upsloping consolidation. We are in an upsloping consolidation. Sorry. And so that's what I'm following here. Really, basically that. I'm taking things as simple as they are, right? And that's why I've been, looking at this channel before it drew itself. Now, when looking at such channel, if you look at what happened previous time, it's not like necessarily a perfect channel. You cannot necessarily have every top and bottom nicely touching the channel and have the perfect reaction you expect, but it's a general upsloping consolidation with higher lows being made in process and higher highs. And the lows not really being challenged mostly, internally a bit. This low challenge here. You have the one that on the lower time frame, or here getting stopped on that move, but overall major pivots remain intact, and that's what I'm favoring. At least it's not going to be an invalidation if we sweep a few of those lows here, but it's not what I'm going to be looking for necessarily. That said, after that nice run, I was looking to take profit. While I drew several channels, in the idea that I'm not gonna know necessarily which one gonna react the better, but the idea was to have a bit of a throw over that channel. I think the one that played the best was that one here. So mostly took from the low here of the first retracement out of that breakout, and the high here, taking on spot because you have a lot more wicks and higher wicks on derivative exchange, obviously. Want to have a cleaner price action to work with, a rather use spot here and the last touch here. And so yes, we did have a reaction with a bit of an overthrown here, and that's why I was also looking for a retracement here and kind of managed to catch a short at the very, very top. I have a picture of how I did. We can talk about that another day if you like. Basically, I use quant tower here with a DOM heat map thing here, and I find it extremely helpful to scalp and have very precise entry in Bitcoin. It's like incredible. I'm still using Exo chart as well, but quant tower gave really nice stuff for that and helped me find a trade at the very top. And so now what I'm favoring here is, to get a bit of liquidity. So we had a nice reaction down. Obviously we hold up pretty strongly. But what kind of bothers me here is, it's not that bother me, but the fact that you have a squeeze up, you flushed like a big chunk of the open interest. So you squeeze the short, you have long taking profit, producing a pullback, and FOMO long getting stopped or liquidated. Then consolidating at the high like this, and just above support overall. It kind of feels trappy, If you try to put you in the average, not trader, but average person that we're gonna try to trade this. Especially if that person was bearish during that consolidation, try to short or was waiting, for the classic liquidity grab lower to have a better entry and had to chase here and get stopped here and see the reaction. That's very emotionally driven price action here and emotionally triggering section here. And so there is really a lot of liquidity now, and I think it's time to get taken. We had a change of character on that move. It's the first time we really have, not the first time, but the most aggressive long hunt that we had since the top here. You had a beat here, but that one was a lot more aggressive, obviously. My PC is slowing down. I don't know why. Memory is stuck up. Wait. Let me quit some stuff here. There's no music, but yeah, don't really need music. I don't know what trading view takes so much memory now. Anime. Probably because I have way too much charts and stuff drawing on it. So yeah, I think the timing is good for continuing eating a bit of lower liquidity here. It's not, don't feel it is time to FOMO. I mean, I guess a lot of you are on the same page here. Now, where is the best entry that we could get out of this? That's the question. Obviously, I'm gonna just pull a very simple fib extension tool here. Look at the 1-1 extension. It's gonna be pretty much at the bottom of the channel here. We have the POC at the range of the range here. That is really tempting to me because we have these lows here. But pretty much any of this is kind of tempting to me. So I have my last chunk here prepared to long very much the fuck out of it. If we come that low here, I don't know if we will. Probably defending these lows, and yeah, remain to be seen if this one gets hunt or not. I think POC gonna be the major one to have a look at right now. So around 34,500, and maybe if really we're remaining extremely strong, maybe into the 35, right? With 35, basically 50 here. The small low here, and we have a daily order block. Yeah, got my interest. Also take another channel here. The one with these two highs. Close. I'm gonna be a bit more in confiance. But yeah, that's the one I'm looking at. And ready to long for another leg up, basically. Now, what's gonna be that leg up? There is one major target I have in mind right now. And I guess a lot of you have as well. It's a 50K. Right? Liquidity level, quote unquote, because I don't think there is much stop or liquidity here, but you have a POC of that upper range here. And still a swing high, right? So, potentially a bit more FOMO trigger on that. And I have a count to potentially support the idea of a bull trap, as a momentum here is, especially the bullish momentum, bullish FOMO is slowly growing up or slowly accelerating right now. Kind of considering maybe it's not that wrong to think about a bull trap here and the halving ETF kind of stuff. I'm not opposed to the idea, I just don't think it's sensible here with what we are seeing right now. thing very healthy and very much the same kind of behavior we have seen in the previous bull runs. So yeah, I think it's really too early to stop here. I am not playing at all the idea of going back below 30k from here. And if we do, well, we'll act accordingly, right? But the 161.8 extension here, which is gonna be the 1.1 extension on log, it's a bit more interesting, especially when I dive into the count here on the lower time frame, which is not necessarily the most clear to me for a path to new all-time highs at the moment. Yeah, I'm kind of considering that as a potential ABC move, basically. So it would be a first if such a thing happened, but is this have to be a trap that's going to be a good one? That's going to be here, basically. Because the thing is, well, ETF, is it bullish or not? For me, it's a bit of bullshit, to be honest. Now I understand that can have the potential to bring new demand, new catch, etc. But there is already a lot of ways to get exposure, so I'm not 100% buying that. And the halving, well, as much as the halving has been very important into the previous cycles, now most of the supply of the liquidity in Bitcoin is not necessarily coming from the miners, but from previous holders. So that the halving get less important. Yeah, I think it's going to anyway. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but that's where I would be willing to be attentive at least. And obviously, otherwise, we're going to a third wave, so we just can squeeze in. And at the moment, the target for a third wave, based on what we had on previous cycle, the fib extension tool on a linear mode have been the one more precise so far. 561.8 always been a good target for a third, and you can see how it has been very precise here, and has been on previous cycles as well. And here it's gonna be about 100,000 or 112. Then we may have an overextension on the 5th that we're gonna see, but that's where we could see a bit more consolidation here for wave 4, after basically breaking all-time high, and that kind of produce a bit of consolidation, hopefully. And then we'll see a 5th wave. For now, I'm going to work a bit more on all of that and potential alternative scenarios, but for now, that's my main target for the bull run is, 120, 240, and 420 for the meme, right? I think, we're very well placed here to go visit all of that. Or one other target. Now, in terms of counts, I show you one here. So it basically the idea of a wave 1, flat 2, and we are entering into a third here. So with target at 100. Alternatively, especially if we consider the fractal here, where on that we made a wave 1 during the first impulse here, wave 2 during that crash and the black swan event here, and that very aggressive pushback up was the beginning of the first wave. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3. So based on that, say, okay, maybe we could reproduce kind of the same thing, right? It was an idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here as a 1, a 2, very aggressive, back up as a 1, here 2, and so we may maybe in something more like this, a 1, 2, 1, 2 here. It's not gonna necessarily change a lot because as the waves are smaller, the target not gonna be higher. It's at least for the third wave, but yeah, that could give a bit more on the fifth. We'll see. The thing I'm also not forgetting is how, well, with an ETF coming, we're gonna have new market makers coming in play, right? There's already several ones that have been announced. Sorry, just checking something. Yeah, okay. And so the way Bitcoin is gonna move might become a lot more different than when it used to. At least on the lower time frame, but yeah, we're gonna see. Now on the lower time frame here, on the mid time frame, I had a bit of confluence here at that high to look for a top, 361.8 for 1, 2, 3 of that. For now, that's the count I like the most. So again, kind of complicated with the big wick we have somewhere. Here on USDT, we have a bigger here as well. That was also the target, by the way. You know, the fact that we looking for the high of that wick here. And so now the idea is that we're entering into a fourth wave, basically. So that's where we can look for a bit of confluence. At the same time, I would not necessarily be too much focused on the precise level here, because, you know, wave 4, you should take it from the bottom of your second wave, but it is such unclear here with these moves that, you know, I'm not necessarily going to be looking for the precise level here, but we have a bit of confluence here, and we know that below 50% it become less likely a wave 4, so just confident that we shouldn't go much below 30, 33, 500. Yeah, 34, 700, and I said on that one 35 and 34, 500. It's pretty good. Hey, Queen is in the place. Do you have any question, guys? No? Yeah, there was a mention of the... Oh yeah, something else to talk to you about after. The CVD, yeah. We have bullish CVD here, okay, on derivative. Now we don't have necessarily very constructive open interest so far. And to me, it looked like more like long closing than anything. You know, you can see how we get move, bit of short squeeze here, and then we have moved down as open interest moved down. It's big chunks here, so probably big longs taking profit. And we came out of a bearish divergence on spot here between the highs of November 10 and 9. And for now, we have a bit of bullish divergence also on spot, but you know that can drive a lot longer, right? And for now, we don't really have a higher low structure. And we can see how the founding is rather trending upward here in that consolidation. So I will, be advocating for another nice flush here. If we go for the high, well, we'll see. We are just saying, maybe we're gonna have another wave somewhere. It's same here. I approach the idea here with the ABCDE triangle. So that count is another ID. I'm not gonna talk about all Elliott Wave ID for now because it's so unclear. The idea here for the count internally is a uprising triangle or running triangle A, B, C, D, E, which makes this a complete fifth wave. But we can approach it definitely another way. On the lower time frame. Maybe we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here from a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 process. That's gonna be a 4 of some sort, maybe going into a triangle here, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could keep grinding up like this, but until I see it, as a being prudent. It's not the worst place to be trying to get along here. Obviously, we sweep liquidity. For now, we are holding. So, maybe we even stay inside here, have a bit of targets here. And there's surely a bit of short FOMO, I think, here. It's still a lot of deep buyers. Or we could also have maybe a flat, A, B, C, and still coming back down. I'm playing what I'm reading. So here I'm rather being prudent. Rather be happy to be short here and scalping a few longs here, but you have seen how today we are really grinding down. So yeah, taking profits. Seeing Bitfinex have been selling a bit on that trend, buying slightly here. That's why I was also trying to catch a bit of longs here. And when I get back on trading like I didn't have for a while, and interesting as well how they are showing us a pass again, and they've been doing so for quite some weeks. Apparently, it didn't catch up, but there was a bit more visible here. A bit of sell walls here, obviously. There were some buy walls appearing, really showing the pretty much the lows here. It gets hunts here and there, but very well defended. And so yeah, there is some today at our current lows, but overall it is stacked a lot more lower. 34,400 below the liquidity here and into the 33.9, 33.5. So yeah, that's what I'm hunting as well. Oh yeah, so yeah, this is some chat, but yeah. Yeah, I guess that's it for today. Unless you want me to look at the other accounts. Maybe very quickly here. Yeah, actually that one. That's an alternative count here with expanded diagonal at the beginning. 1, 2. So we could have reached target for a third as well, but you know, I'm considering that one especially because for now I don't really have a path toward a higher target with the other count so far. So looking for an extension here could be a good idea. And the idea is that overall in this consolidation, we're gonna have some kind of major wave 2 here. Gonna give us a lot more leg for the next potential impulse. Because otherwise, if I take that one for now, I can see a path toward 50k without a problem with my targets here. With a classic 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? But I don't really see much more than that. That's also why I'm kind of considering a potential top around 50k. Also because, yeah, my count so far is telling you maybe. But we're gonna see with the volume, right? If things happen here, if we see expansion again, which is the most likely scenario so far, how is the volume, how things are behaving? For now, it's rather healthy. I would like to see a bit more volume, but I would really want to see more volume on the next big leg up. So yeah, here we go. I'm gonna keep that one short enough, and I will go live again, hopefully this week. If you liked it, and so if you liked it, leave a like, it's appreciated. You can also like, retweet, or comment any of my tweet or the one enhancing the live stream. Like this, all the people can see it. You see, before I got a look retweeting me, I had like 10 people seeing the tweet. And before I buy the fucking blue ticks here, that was like this. I was tweeting stuff, and you know, I try to do nice stuff when I'm sharing. I had like 10 people just seeing the tweet. While I have not like a big subscriber, but I have 8 people subscribe, and having 10 people just seeing the tweets, just like, why am I even doing this, right? Take me time at trying to do kind of clean chart. I know I have sometimes a lot of messy stuff, but you know, it takes time to draw that stuff and explain them, etc. And while there is liquidity and movement like we have now in Bitcoin, and also trading stocks, I cannot have my mind everywhere, and obviously that takes time and concentration to try to do constructive charts, especially the one to share, right? Obviously I have to do charting for myself anyway, but I'm trying to do more as well. So thank you guys for showing up. Appreciate you all. Take care, and see you very soon. Have a good evening.